Hi,
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
good afternoon. Fine, fantastic,
Good.
marvelous,
That's great.
amazing, mind blowing, ecstatic.
Wow. All of that. That's great. That's great. Is there anything different that you did today that you would like to share?
Yeah, I would like to share. If you don't go gym, it's okay. If you don't work out, it's okay. If you don't go for morning walk, it's okay. But two or three things I would like to tell
Yeah, sure.
how to maintain your health without going anywhere.
Hmm.
And I have already told that sleep is the best medicine for your body.
Yeah,
If
that's true.
you had proper sleep, enough sleep, you will
Mm-hmm.
be fresh, you will be energetic, you will be giving your 100% output.
Yes, that's
And
true.
if you did not have sleep and in the morning you went for morning walk, you did exercises, you went for gym, you hit the gym, everything you have done, but it will not work.
That's true.
Second thing, diet is very important part of human life, and we don't take seriously. So if we control our diet, if we uh, eat what is nutritious, what is healthy, it will work. Third
Yeah.
thing is rest means, I told you that power nap sometimes. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
you are tired, you don't work
Mm-hmm.
further, you just cancel your slot and take a rest. Otherwise your body will not help you. Your body will not means, I can tell you,
Supported.
it is not support. And that is why I believe that many of the celebrities I have listened to them talking like this, actually, that health, gym or workout is not very important, but these three habits are very important. have
Yes.
have enough sleep, and change your habit of eating, and then power nap or cat nap whenever you
That's very important. There's one more word for power nap or the nap that
cat
you
nap.
yeah, the nap that you take in the afternoon, that is siesta.
Oh my God, these are difficult words. Suppose I tell this word to anybody, he will just start looking the Google, looking at Google. Siesta, but
Surprisingly,
I will remember siesta.
yeah, siesta. Siesta, siesta.
Okay, I will remember. I will.
Yeah. So, sir, surprisingly, the topic that we are going to discuss today is food, right? It's food.
That
Yeah.
is why I started this.
I think you were setting the stage. You were coming to that because the topic is food, our food habits.
Yeah.
Food is one of the fundamental and integral part of our life. It is one of the basic necessities of life, and we cannot
Definitely.
live without it. And the kind of food choices that we make, it defines our health, as you already said, right? So I would want to know, what are your food habits? Are you a foodie? What kind of food do you prefer to have? Let's start with that.
Yeah. So in this matter, I can tell you now, I'm not foodie, but
Mm-hmm.
I am choosy. I always eat what I like the most. First of all, I can't compromise. If I don't, if I should not eat that, I will leave it, because suppose it is sugar, it is sweets, and I have a sweet tooth, I have told you, and but I have left it now. So suppose I want, like I went to Udaipur, and I had those badam shake and many things, I think, ice cream, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But after coming back from there, I stopped everything again and started focusing on my health as is usual. Because I think actually when you are outside, and then you cannot focus on your health,
Mm-hmm.
because
That's
something
It's okay to
some
have cheat
yeah,
days sometimes.
yeah, cheat days, you can say. Yes, very good. So that is how I do. First of all, what I like, I eat, and I believe if you are eating what you don't like, is not going to digest. Suppose you are eating something which you don't like, but somebody is telling it is nutritious, it is healthy, please have it. You will have it, but it is not going to digest, because your mind, your brain has not accepted. And similarly, when brain has not given the command to your liver, then liver will not function properly, or the pancreas will not function properly, or the intestine will not function properly. So that is why, first of all, it is very important for everybody to eat what they like.
That's true.
First thing. Second thing, that don't fill the stomach at the fullest. Means
To the
full
full.
stomach is never be suggested. It is not suggested at all that you when you eat and fill the stomach. No,
Mm-hmm.
just leave few part of stomach empty,
Mm-hmm.
so that I tell you one example. Like, if you put many vegetables or fruits in your mixie or mixer juicer, and you press the button, it will not,
It will not
there is no
function. It
no no
will not
gap, no space to move, so it will not move at all. So you
work.
cannot blend it, you cannot make the juice of
That's
it.
true. That's true.
Similarly, if you have filled your stomach of
To the fullest.
food, it
Mm-hmm.
will not be digested properly, and
That's
then
true.
it will take a form of gases and
Mm-hmm.
acidity, and that
Yeah.
is why you many people say, I have acidity, I have
Mm-hmm.
gastric problem. Why it is so? Because they don't leave any space in the stomach
Mm-hmm.
to
That's true.
digest. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
this is very important. I take care this. If I have a hunger of two chapatis, I will have one chapati.
Mm-hmm.
If I
That's
have hunger of three chapatis, I will have two chapatis.
mm-hmm. That's true.
I take two chapatis. So this is the very important tip I wanted to give. And then, first is, I told you, the you must be penchant of, you must have that penchant of eating anything. Yeah, that is very important. And then second, stomach must not be filled food fully. And third thing is, I told, you must like the food which you are eating.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Three things are very important. If you follow these tips, I believe that you can maintain your health easily. So
Mm-hmm.
that, and then probiotic, probiotic also, or prebiotic. There are few dishes which are probiotic actually, which will increase the bacteria which will digest the food. So those things are, I have read somewhere, the
Mm-hmm.
curd, paneer, and idli and
Mm-hmm.
sambar. South Indian foods actually they have preferred, and dokla in the
Mm-hmm.
Gujarati. So
Mm-hmm.
dokla
These
is
foods contain
fermented, yeah,
good, yeah, good
fermented.
bacteria.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So those dishes are fermented. Like idli also is a, you have to keep the rice in the water, and then or you mix it and blend it, then put it for 24 hours or 12 hours, then you prepare idli. So
Mm-hmm.
that is how our dhokla also is the same procedure. So
Mm-hmm.
these kind of curd also. So these kind of dishes, paneer also. So these kind of dishes are called probiotic. So these dishes must be taken by everybody.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So, do you have a penchant for spicy food or mild spicy food, or what kind of food do you like to have?
Mild spicy. Mild spicy means, I don't like any chili, and if it is a green chili, it's okay, but
Mm-hmm.
not red chili at all.
Red chili.
So I like this, and not spicy food I never like, but
Mm-hmm.
at least little oil must be there, so that actually the dish must look nice. No, actually,
Okay.
I told you now, if you don't, I tell you, the brain first of all visualize the dish.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, in my experience, suppose that this is looking very nice, delicious. By looking only, you have felt, oh my God, you are not hungry, but you feel hunger.
Mm-hmm.
It means what actually? That this is the dish which is there is tasty or delicious or scrumptious or mouth watering.
Mm-hmm.
Mouth watering, you started mouth watering. So that kind of dish actually require little oil also, then
Mm-hmm.
only it will be looking delicious, no? So that is very important. Sometimes that I believe. Otherwise, because suppose you have not used oil properly, so it will not look good. And
Mm-hmm.
when you it something is not looking good, the brain gets indication, oh my God, I think it is not good. And when your brain has thinking in brain has started thinking like this, then you will not like also.
That's true.
So
So it
first
must
of
have
all,
some.
yeah,
It must have some visual appeal,
visual
right?
is very important. Visual is very important, so that your brain start thinking, oh my god, delicious. Now your hunger will start increasing. Yes, this is
That's
how.
true.
And
That's true.
sometimes you're not hungry, even we eat sometimes. I've seen. So I am not, but somebody has to see, very delicious, very, just taste it. And when I tasted, I liked, and I ate more. So that is how I tell.
That's true. So have you ever been on any dietary restrictions just because of your health? A lot of times the doctors tell you don't eat sweets or don't eat spicy things, right? So have you ever been on any dietary restriction?
Yeah, yeah. My doctors always told me that avoid sweets,
Mm-hmm.
because they say the sweet is poison. I tell you today, all the celebrities, when they have children, they have kids. Since childhood, they start telling them that I have read it somewhere that
Mm-hmm.
this is poison, don't eat. And then they don't have liking of that sugar. They
Mm-hmm.
never eat sugar because they have been taught in such a way that this is poison. So
Mm-hmm.
suppose your mind has accepted this is poison, you will never taste it.
That's true. That's true.
Like I tell you one example. Suppose a uh, insect like mosquito or anything falls in your tea and you see it, you will never have it. You will never
Mm-hmm.
have it. You will throw it away. But suppose it has fallen in the kitchen and you
Mm-hmm.
don't know, you will have it. But
Mm-hmm.
after seeing, after looking at that part insect, you cannot have. So that is
Yeah.
also very important. That's also.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is said
So
that
so so
sugars are not good for your body because you must have
sugar.
natural sugars because ultimately what we eat is converted into sugar in our body, glucose,
Yes,
right?
indirectly redundant. You can say. Indirectly we are taking sugar, and
Mm-hmm.
that is why sugar direct sugar is not
Mm-hmm.
prescribed
It's
or
not
not
advised.
advised. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Okay, so that was about. So, are you a calorie conscious person? Do you count your calories? There are people who
Never.
count their calories.
Never. I tell you, if you start thinking something, your subconscious mind will take it and it will convert it. I tell you,
Mm-hmm.
example, I always give you example. Suppose you have started eating ice cream and somebody told, oh my God, you know how much calories there, how
Mm-hmm.
much sugar is there in this ice cream? And you say, nothing happens. I have
Mm-hmm.
tasted, I have eaten
Mm-hmm.
many times, and you eat it. It is not going to harm you. But
That's
at the
true.
same time, if you have thought, oh my God, it will harm me, and it will be detrimental for me, that
Mm-hmm.
then it will harm you, I tell you. It will increase your sugar level. So first of all, thought is very important. How
Mm-hmm.
you think something about something, that is very important.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I never count my calories.
That's true. At the same time, you talked about portion control. Portion control, that if you want to, if for example, if you eat three chapatis, you must eat only two. If you used to have three chapatis, now you must eat two. If you want to keep your weight and everything in control. That's great. That's great. Okay, sir, do you consider yourself a foodie person? Are you a foodie person?
No, no. I told you, no. I'm not foodie person. I eat very little food. Miss, I told you that like I have just come from gym, and
Mm-hmm.
I have taken one apple and one cucumber. This is my
That's
daily
great.
routine. And then
That's
after this session, I will have dinner.
mm,
Sorry, lunch. Very small amount. Very small, like rice and paneer. I will have
so you
very
are very
small.
health conscious, right?
Yeah,
Health
yeah.
conscious.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
that's good.
I have been now. I was
Mm,
not actually health conscious
but
very
you
much.
should be.
I
You,
have started, yeah,
you won't believe that I have avoided having white sugar, refined sugar. I have replaced sugar with jaggery. I eat just small amount of jaggery
yeah.
if I.
I take it, and I told my sons-in-laws who live in Rohtak, and
Mhm.
he brought me for me that
Mhm.
jaggery, that
Organic, right?
original, yeah, original, and
Yeah.
I have a little amount daily.
Yeah, yeah, that is good. That's good. right? Even that is also sugar, but it's much better than
It is
refined
much
sugar.
better because it is original. Actually, what
Mm-hmm.
is happening in market, if you are taking from market, they mix many things,
Mm-hmm.
chemicals, and that is why it is harmful. So
Yeah,
take original things, organic things. It is
yeah,
not harmful. Yeah.
yeah. And it is said that anything in its refined form is poisonous, whether it be
Yeah.
refined oil, whether it
Yeah.
be refined sugar, whether it
Definitely.
be refined flour, maida.
Very correct. Very correct. Very correct. Your refined oil is dangerous, and refined things, anything like sugar, also you have told, because many chemicals are mixed in this. So that is why
Mm-hmm.
it is prepared by chemicals. So that is harmful.
Mm-hmm.
So try to avoid them and try to use mustard oil or desi ghee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, that is much better. Like ghee is much better than
Ghee is much
organic ghee
better.
is much better
Even
than.
ghee is better than butter. I tell you.
Yes.
If you want to have butter, then you take white butter, pure
Mm-hmm.
butter. Yeah.
Yes,
Not
yes.
Amul butter. Amul butter is
Yeah.
not healthy.
No, not the natural butter that you eat, it's white in color. It's not
White,
never yellow. It's never yellow.
never a white color. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So, since you have been living in Delhi for so long, so is it possible for you to eat something organic, or is it just a myth?
No. It is difficult, where
Mm-hmm.
will you look for organic food? I don't find anywhere. And if somebody says, I don't believe, first of all. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you go to sweet shop, he will say, sir, this sweet is sugar free. I never believe. I believe that this is more dangerous than this sweet, actually. Because, because I don't know what he's giving to me. Whether it is sugar free or more sugar is there in this sweet. So like this, actually, organic food, never look for organic food. I don't believe it. So whatever you are eating, be cautious while eating, and have little amount of anything. It is not going to harm you, because I tell you, our body is immune to those things.
Mm-hmm.
Immune, because since childhood we are eating. Like water. I take mineral water, but most of the people are drinking the same tap water. So
Mm,
because their body has been immune
yeah.
with that water, but
Yes, that
my
is
body is not immune, so I cannot have that body. This
true.
is how we can immune our body, we can
Mm,
train our body.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, I would want to know now this fast food culture and junk food culture is growing very rapidly. So, would you like to tell me why is it happening? What are the possible reasons behind it, according to you?
Yeah, first reason is to show off, or you just copy. We always copy, we are always imitate western culture. We are always try to adopt western culture, and we don't understand that western culture, or the atmosphere, or the weather, or the climate is totally different. So what they eat, what they wear, what they do, what is their habit of how they maintain health, everything is different. You would have gone outside of India, you would have seen they walk a lot
Hmm.
to get the metro, to get the train, to get the bus. They walk a lot. In India, we don't walk. Even we have to bring milk, we take a scooter. So that is how, if you copy everything, copy everything, don't copy partially. Because western people are doing this, you are doing. Junk food is not at all suggestible, advisable, I tell you. Not at all, because junk food is going to accumulate in your stomach, and it is going to harm you in long term. People don't understand, but it is going to harm them in long term. So try
Mm-hmm.
to avoid, because junk means actually scrap.
Yes.
You are
Yeah.
just eating scrap, junk
Mm-hmm.
food. So I always tell, but people don't, children don't accept it. And like cold drink also, I tell you, if you want to have any drink, take hot drink.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee, tea, soup, you can have this, because hot drinks are not as detrimental as soft cold drinks. Cold
Mm-hmm.
drinks are very dangerous, I tell you. We should
Mm-hmm.
not have at all cold drink, and with the food, not at all. But our new generation, they are eating and drinking,
Yes, that is
that
true.
is that is very bad habit. very bad.
Hmm. Hmm. But sometimes, just to satisfy your taste buds, we order food from outside. So, do you order food from outside? And how often do you order food from outside?
Yeah, actually, I'm not in favor of outside food, but sometimes my uh, son, my daughter-in-law, they force me. Please, at least once in a month you can go, Papa. Otherwise, they go separately. They go always. They go on weekends. But I know. But at least once in a month, when they force me, and my wife also says, "Okay, why don't you accept them?" And then I go. But there also I ask for paneer and chapati.
Mm-hmm.
Paneer, only paneer. Yeah, because
Oh,
paneer I eat, and paneer is not bad for health. So paneer I eat. And
there are a lot
non-veg,
of
I
YouTubers.
never eat non-veg outside. Never. Normally, I don't eat non-veg, but if I have to have non-veg for my health point of view, then
Mhm.
I will have that in
At
at
home. You will prepare it at home. Yeah. Because it is to be consumed fresh. Then it can give you those benefits. And you don't know what they are serving you outside.
no, they keep it in the freezer for
Mhm.
long time, for week or
Mm,
2 weeks, and they are
mm.
serving you. So
Yeah.
because they have used many spices, and that's why it is tasty, but that is dangerous. So
And they might use various chemicals and preservatives to store it,
yes,
for
I never advise to have non-veg outside. Never.
That is true. Even I would agree with you on that point. Okay, that's great. Okay, fine. So tell me about cooking. Do you try, like, how good are you when it comes to culinary skills? So are you good at cooking?
No, no, I'm not good at cooking. And I tell you one very strange thing. When I was posted in Mumbai, first posting was there, and I joined railways. And I was not married, I was single because I was 22 only. So I knew how to cook uh, vegetable biryani, and that only I used to cook daily, but I got bored sometimes. So
Mhm.
then I would go to hotel. Otherwise I used to, but finally I started thinking, now I have to get married.
So at
and
what age did you get
and
married?
I got married at the age of 24 or 25.
That's
I,
very young, right?
so but my wife knew it, and
Mm-hmm.
then she told everybody that he got married with me because he wanted somebody to cook for him. And the
Okay.
example is, when I took my wife to Mumbai with me, first day I
Mhm.
asked her to cook food at home,
Okay. Okay. Oh
and
my God.
she never forgets it. She tells everybody that
Okay.
I had many dreams that I'm going to Mumbai, I will go
Mhm.
to Chapati beach, but my husband asked me to cook food, and
Okay.
not to on the gas, because gas was not there,
Okay.
on the stove,
Okay. On stove.
kerosene stove, in which on which she never cooked. She
Mhm.
always used gas only in her home also, but
Mhm.
she cooked for me on a stove that day. It was
The
very difficult for
the
her
love
because
and devotion. The love
first
and
time.
devotion she has for you, right?
This
We
is my
never get
story.
to see we never
But
get to see these things, in modern couples, right? In
no, no,
today's
not
couple.
at all, not at all. They
Yeah.
would never, they will not go for 15 days at least, not eat home food for 15 days, I tell you. At least they will ask wife, no, no, you will not cook anything. Come, we will have
So
dinner outside. Yeah.
is your wife, does she cook well? I mean, say,
Oh
is it?
my God, my wife cooks very well. I tell you, more than 10 mates I had here from placement agencies, or sorry, agencies, maid
Mm-hmm.
agencies. So
Mm-hmm.
my wife trained them, and when they came, they were quite dull, means
Mm-hmm. Naive.
unaware of any eating, any food,
Mm-hmm.
cooking habits. But my wife trained them, and then they started cooking delicious food, I tell you. So my
Okay.
wife is so much my wife has
Very
good knowledge,
talented.
good
Okay.
talent of cooking.
Oh, wow, that's great. Amazing.
And that is
So,
why I'm lucky. Really, whatever I want to eat, I tell my wife, and she maid, she makes the maid understand, and the
Mm.
maid cooks. Actually, maid is there, but
Mhm.
my wife only tells how to cook, and
Mm.
she understands and cook. So
Oh, that,
and gradually she starts cooking like my wife also. Same.
oh, that's great. So tell me, what is that one dish that you would want to be prepared by her? One dish that you like to eat, made by her.
Yeah, that is actually sometimes potato tomato jhol. It's the owl tomato jhol. It is called jhol. My
Okay.
wife cooks very well, and shahi paneer. Shahi paneer is also very very delicious. My wife cooks. Yeah.
Oh,
Whenever
that
whenever any guests comes, she cooks for them, and they ask, "How did you cook it? Tell
okay.
me the recipe," and they take the recipe.
That's great. I think what matters the most is the gravy. If the gravy is flavorful,
Flavor is
aromatic,
very good. Yes,
oh my God, that is gravy has to be very, very nice, right? Otherwise, you can transform any ordinary dish into a five-star hotel dish if the
definitely.
gravy is perfect.
Gravy is perfect. Yes, because I told you visual. Visual is
Um,
very important.
yeah, you have to garnish it and add a few spices. Of course, it doesn't have to be over spicy, but some mild spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Is there anything else that you would like to share related to food?
No, I only answer. I like to answer in your question. I like to answer.
Okay, sir, I want you to give me any five adjectives that we can use to describe the taste of food. Like you said, scrumptious.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what was the second one? Mouth watering,
Second
right?
one, mouth watering, finger licking, and delicious,
Mm-hmm.
yummy,
Mm-hmm.
tasty. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there are many.
Okay. For example, finger licking good is something that you already said. Lip smacking.
Lip smacking.
Mm. What do we do the moment we
What
eat
what
it?
what what lip service is there? What is the lip
No,
service?
not lip service. Lip smacking. Lip smacking.
Macking.
What do you do?
MACK.
Yeah. Smacking. Lip smacking, right?
Okay, okay, good. I
Appetizing. Appetizing.
appetizing actually, this is not synonym of
Something
taste.
that stimulates your hunger
Ah,
is
but but
appetizing.
but it is not synonym of tasty actually. No, I think delicious, that is not synonym. Appetizing is
Sometimes,
different. Yeah,
yeah, something that stimulates your hunger
something
is
which is,
appetizing.
yeah, which is digestible. Actually, I
Yeah,
think so. So
yeah,
that is why appetizing is different.
yeah. And then we have one more word that is delectable.
Delectable is correct. Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah, fine. Okay, sir. Again, it was an interesting session related to food, and you talked about your choices and preferences related to food, and you